On this good day at Southeastern, we're talking to SGA President Carley Bordelon.
Then, Good Day Zone, Brittani Doakes will talk Study Abroad London, and Hot August Night Committee member Rachael will be with us.
And we're also going to talk to Dr. Willis, who is the Dean of Students. He's going to share some information about Welcome Week and how to survive a semester at Southeastern.
Welcome to Good Day. I'm Lindsey Owens.
And I'm Brittani Doakes. And we're going to go right to our next guest. This is Carley Bordelon, SGA President. Hi.
Thank y'all for having me today.
Thank you for coming. We're so glad to have you here. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and why you ran for SGA President?
So I'm a senior social studies education major. I really enjoy Southeastern, and I've always just had a fun time getting involved in the Student Government Association. So one of the main reasons I ran was just to really be someone motivated and to go help people have events and do more service projects on campus and really just make a good impression on the community and Southeastern through the Student Government Association.
Nice.
So, Carley, this is your second year in the elected positions with SGA. Yes. How has it changed just in the last year?
I think the Student Government Association, it definitely changes based on leadership roles throughout the Student Government Association. So with different presidents, we have different programming, different leadership styles that kind of go on in SGA. I think every year it's really changed for the better. We learn new things from past presidents, from past vice presidents, chief justices, and really we just try to expand on that and continue to grow and make new programming and fix programming and just figure out what works and what doesn't work here on campus.
Okay. And how do you recommend that the civilian student, as you would probably put it, how would they get involved in the student government?
Yeah, so we actually do have, for any freshmen on campus, we are having freshman center elections coming up in a couple of weeks around the same time as homecoming elections. So for new students, definitely get involved, run for freshman senator. It's a lot of fun. And then for students that are kind of looking to just get involved in SGA, maybe just kind of dip their toe in the water, see what we're all about, we do have a program called Lions Line Mentee Program, where we do pair you with a current SGA member, and you get to go to the events with them and kind of just see if you like it and see what positions you might be interested in for the next year.
That's really neat.
Nice.
I like that idea.
Yeah, me too.
What was one of your, I guess, personal main goals that you had coming in as president of SGA?
So one of my main goals, one of like big picture goals, was really to get more people involved in SGA. And really just help them develop their leadership skills.
Sure.
So just a big umbrella for everything that we're trying to be about this year. One of the big things I'm trying to help all of our members get involved in this year more is service in our community and just really learning how to be better servant leaders. So that's one big thing that we're inviting guest speakers we talked about at our SGA retreat, and just overall showing them how important it is to serve first.
Okay. I love that because y'all have always done the big event, and that's like a known traditional thing that y'all have, but doing more obviously is never a problem.
Right.
But having additional, I guess, options to have that in case, you can't attend the big event, which is really important and very special to the community.
Yes, we're excited to see everyone serve this year a lot. So.
Yeah, what else are you looking forward to this school year?
I'm really, SGA-wise, I'm really looking forward to kind of on the same topic as service, we have a new project coming out this homecoming. We're actually doing a green and gold house build. Nice. So we're teaming up with the Fuller Center locally, and we're going to help build a house for a community member that needs one, and continue building it throughout the spring semester. So it'll be a completely student-built house for someone in need, which I think is just awesome, and hopefully will be a really great tradition here on campus.
That's so great.
When you shared that with the homecoming committee, internally I was like screaming. I was like, this is the coolest thing
it's
ever.
What it's all about. It's about helping other people in the community.
That's so awesome.
Speaking of homecoming, y'all unveiled the homecoming theme yesterday.
Yes.
So I kind of want you to talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, so our theme this year is Keeping It Real with Rumi. We're trying to relate to the youth and trying to keep up with
Keep
the
it
times.
hip.
Right.
Okay.
So it's all reality TV show themed. So we think it's going to be fun for teams to kind of just get to pick some different TV shows like The Bachelor, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the classics.
God, yes.
And just, we think it'll be a lot of fun for everyone, and it'll be pretty hilarious.
I think it's going to be hysterical.
Which TV show would you pick?
Reality show?
Yeah.
American Idol.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
That's a good one.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know. I don't really. I don't know.
You watch documentaries only?
Yeah, I'm like a Netflix kind of girl. You know. Yeah. Netflix, Hulu.
Well, yeah,
stick
obviously.
to that. So, what are your goals after Southeastern?
So I'm planning to graduate next December.
Okay.
And after I graduate, I would really like to pursue my master's in leadership administration at Southeastern. So we're going to be at Southeastern for a little while. And then I'm going to give it a try with high school education, hopefully teaching history there.
Nice.
And if not, I would love to stay at a university level and just work here and help different organizations like SGA maybe. So
you're basically going to be at Southeastern for the rest of your
for the
life.
rest of my life.
That's a plan.
We feel that. We've been here a while,
a long
so
time.
it's fine.
Yeah. Well, we thank you so much for coming in and speaking with us today. It's been
thank
so
you.
awesome having
Thank y'all
you.
so much.
We love
Come
having
back and
you.
see us really soon. We appreciate
Bye,
it.
Carley. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye,
Have a good
Carley. Thank you. Y'all give it up for Carley. All right, guys. So we have Dr. Willis in the house today. He is the Dean of Students, and like I said, he's going to give us some information about Welcome Week and surviving Southeastern right after this commercial break.
What opportunity has Southeastern provided you that you will forever be thankful for?
Southeastern's giving me the education I need for my future. Whether or not I go pro, I know I'm going to be successful.
Welcome back. Before we get to Dr. Willis, I want to talk a little bit about Study Abroad London, and I know, Brittani, that was an experience for you this summer, so I kind of want you to tell me a little bit about it.
So I participated in the Communication and Theater Study Abroad trip to London, which lasted about 3 weeks throughout the month of July, and I had a blast. I had so much fun. We were completely just immersed in everything theater in London. We saw a bunch of shows. We actually got to see the Globe, where Shakespeare did his thing, and then we also went to a show at Shakespeare's Globe, which was Midsummer Night's Dream at midnight, which was an experience. It was just, it was amazing. I ate a lot of food.
What was your favorite thing?
My favorite food that I ate? Oh my God. Well, the most interesting food that I ate, we actually took a ride up to Edinburgh, Scotland, and they do haggis there. And if anyone is familiar with haggis, they say, oh, it's made with sheep pluck. And pluck is a nice way of saying internal organs. So, it's just a hodgepodge of all the things inside. But it was actually really good. I was scared to death to try it, but I wasn't going to chicken out and not have any. But it was good.
Did you go back to it, or was it just a
I had a few bites. No. We kind of got one for the table because everyone was kind of scared. But the plate was clean at the end. We all had a few bites, and it was really good.
So you're skeptical, but it turned out to be okay.
Look, I'm a foodie, and Dr. Nero said we were the food group. We were all about eating all the food while we were there. We had fish and chips. We ate everything. I'm a little bit more adventurous, so I was down to try it. I was scared, but I ate it.
So you said y'all went to Scotland.
We did.
So the London trip was outside of London as well. So
where
else did you go?
We did spend some time in other places in England. My personal favorite was this little tiny fishing village called Clovelly. And we had to take a train and then another train and then a cab ride to this little tiny village. It literally sits on the side of a hill. You have to walk down this precarious cobblestone stairwell to get to this gorgeous cobblestone beach. And we just sat out there on the water for a couple hours. We had fish and chips and just listened to the waves and hung out.
It was like a vacation.
It was beautiful.
Is what you were doing.
We had such a good time. It was gorgeous.
I love that.
Yes.
That sounds like so much fun. So are there any travel tips that you would have for someone going on study abroad?
I would say for Europe, particularly, I would say pack light. I overpacked, and I probably wore everything that I had, but I didn't need to bring everything that I brought. Pack as light as you can, guys. It's It was a lot. There was no elevator in our building, so I paid for that, having to lug that thing upstairs. There's no AC. It's very scarce in like living quarters as opposed to hotels and other public buildings, so just kind of keep that in mind. We were prepared for, typical London weather, kind of overcast, and it was not that at all. It was quite warm. Ooh. Yeah.
I would have packed a raincoat and boots. That's what I would have prepared for.
We didn't really need it at all. It drizzled a couple times while we were there, but we were kind of given a different forecast than what we experienced, for sure. Yes.
So would you go back?
I would absolutely go back. There are plans to go back. I only had one day in Paris where I took like a whirlwind marathon metro ride around the city of Paris, and I have to go back. It was a great time, but yeah. Have you ever been abroad?
I went to Italy, study abroad for language and culture in 2012. Mm-hmm. So, it was everything.
Yeah.
I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to tell you about it. So
Same. Italy is on my bucket list, but we did so much. We did Harry Potter, like the actual Warner Brothers tour. We saw a bunch of shows. We saw Matilda. We saw like Midsummer Night's Dream. We saw Noises Off. We ate all the things. We went shopping. It was a whirlwind. We had a whole scavenger hunt. I saw all the things.
I like that you got to do a lot of like theater, literature type things, because when I was in Italy, we were just on the coast. We just went to the beach, so which isn't bad.
Are we complaining about the beach?
No. It was fine. It was great. It was better than fine. I'm not complaining. I want Dr. Harrison to see this and think that I'm complaining.
Right. Well, there's a big push for students to take part in study abroad. So if you have the opportunity to go, I would absolutely recommend going. I didn't get a chance to go for undergrad, so when I had the chance, I jumped at it. So you guys should do the same thing. Find a class to take just for an excuse to go. It was worth it. It was a good time, immersive experience, and yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing your experience with us, and we'll be right back after this break.
What do you love most about being a student athlete at Southeastern?
So I chose teammates for life because on our golf team, nobody's from the same spot, but the friendships we've made, once we graduate, I know we'll always be friends, we'll always see each other, we'll always come back and visit.
Hi guys, so we are back and we're here with Dr. Gabe Willis, the Dean of Students. Y'all give it a round of applause. Hello, how are you?
I'm great.
Excited to be here?
Of course.
Excited for a new semester?
Yes.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
You're not busy at all, right?
Not at all.
Nope. Not doing a thing.
So it is the second day of school and there's still some welcome week activities going on. So why don't you tell us what we've already had and what everyone has to look
And
forward
I got my
to.
little cheat sheet here.
Of course,
because
cheat away.
All right, so I know on Sunday we had Move-In Mania, which was definitely mania. It was hot, it was sweaty.
I'm sure.
But everybody got moved in. It was a good process. Shout out to the housing staff, the RAs, the ACs, the director. Everything went great. Mm-hmm. Then we had Late Night at the Rec. Nice. It was grocery bingo, so everybody
Always a fan favorite.
got to win a few groceries. I asked if I could play because you know the budget's a little tight. My wife spends a lot of money, so I wanted to win some groceries.
Right.
But we kicked into Monday. We had Monday. We had Prepare for Success workshop still going on, and that's just an extension of orientation.
Right.
But on the first day, we had the Blue and U tents, which were our UPD. They were around passing out water. We had the Just Ask Me tents going around everywhere. So hopefully all students, if they were lost, especially the students in the Find Your Royal Gold t-shirts, those were freshmen, so they can ask things around the campus. We had the roller rink, the skating last night, I believe that was last night. It was an awesome time. I did not get on skates.
You don't skate?
I don't skate.
Why not?
My pants were a little too snug.
Come on,
I
Willis,
didn't
you're
have my
supposed to be
skating.
prepared.
I didn't have my skating pants on.
Well, you can't.
So I couldn't skate in those. So But Friday we have the block party, which is
Right.
always a big hit. Hopefully it doesn't rain. So the block party is supposed to be Friday. Right outside of the library, there'll be food trucks.
Okay.
There's also a soccer game that we're hoping people will go to. Hot August nights, local community.
Yeah, we'll talk about more of that in
And
a
also
second.
today we had the city sampler, which, different businesses in town, they come, browse, students come and learn about those businesses. So
Okay.
those are a few things. I'm sure there's more that I missed.
Strawberry
Yeah,
jam.
awesome.
And strawberry jam, of course.
Obviously.
I missed that. Yes.
I'm biased. I'm sorry.
All right, yeah.
So, on this morning's point of view here at KSLU, you said the secret to success is being intentional.
Yes.
I need to know what you mean. I need you to
So
tell me that.
I think it means being focused, having a clear mindset on what you want to get accomplished, and not letting anything get in your way. So I think it's no matter what's going on, any obstacles, any issues, I'm going to be intentional about moving those aside and accomplishing my goals. So
Kind of manifesting your
manifesting,
success.
doing whatever you need to do to get it done,
Nice.
regardless.
Be
Nice.
present. Just,
Be present,
yeah, be here.
be active.
Getting
I
rid
like
of that
that.
stress. So
All
what
that.
other tips would you offer to students as they're kind of beginning a new school year? They've got a lot of freshmen and they may be stressed. They're away from home for the first time. What are you telling them to do?
Well, I would say first, and this might, be simple, but it's have an open mind. I think so many come in with this mindset that they're not going to be able to make friends, they can't adjust, they are going to be stressed all the time, and they're not open to different things. And they also have a lot of negative self-talk.
Right.
If you think about it, we talk to ourselves all day. Think about the things we internalize, the conversations we have. So if we can kind of change those negative conversations to a positive internal conversation, we'll be much better.
Changing your internal narrative to
Absolutely.
be more positive.
And that's hard for adults.
Yeah.
So I can imagine it's hard for a 17 or 18-year-old.
For sure, for sure.
What are some of the things that students can do when they do feel stressed, when they are having those negative emotions or, just having those anxieties of college?
Okay. The first thing I would do is kind of point them in the direction of the counseling center. The counseling center is free of charge to all of our students, and a lot of students think it's creepy that they have to handle some of the bigger issues, but they do a really good job of handling those fundamental issues of stress, anxiety, lack of time management. I can't make friends. I have a horrible roommate. How do I adjust? So that would be my first piece of advice. If they're too weirded out about the counseling center, find somebody you can confide in. Even if that's an RA, if that's an instructor you feel comfortable with, if that's an older friend, find somebody to confide in.
Okay, awesome.
Shouldn't be too
So-
hard to make some friends.
Not at all. I mean, there's so many students here, and there's something here for everybody. That's what I
Absolutely.
like about
I agree.
Southeastern. So what are some of your initiatives? Tell us about you, Dr. Willis. What do you have going on this school year?
Well, I just want to keep my sanity for one.
All of us.
No.
Right,
you
right.
know, the Dean of Students role is very interesting because I consider myself one of the chief advocates for students. So
Right.
if you see me on social media, see me across campus, I like to be engaged and involved. However, I do have 4 functional areas that report directly through the Dean of Students office. That's the Office for Student Engagement, let me see, the Pennington, Publications, and Advocacy and Accountability.
Nice.
So it's a balancing act between keeping students engaged, keeping staff motivated. So really keeping a balance is my goal. My goal for this semester is really balance my involvement with students and my engagement with my faculty and staff.
So you're kind of a ringmaster, just kind of keeping
Yes,
everything.
we're trying. We're trying.
Well, you're doing a great
Awesome.
job because,
Yeah.
I hear the students talk a little bit and they love you.
Well, I hope so. I
They
hope,
do.
Not
I
only
hope
that, you
so.
really made your presence known. As soon as you got to
I
campus, we knew that you were here through
Yes.
your emails and your social media presence. Like, you're very visible, and I see you on campus all the time. So you're here. You got your feet on the ground.
It was the chicken biscuits.
Oh, well, hopefully,
That
we
with
can,
everybody over, yeah.
hopefully we can have a lot more initiatives where we're giving out free stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you so
much for
much.
being here,
Absolutely.
Dr.
Appreciate you being
Willis.
Thank y'all for having
We're
me.
going to go to sports, a sports summary with Adam Cortez.
I'm Adam Cortez, and this is your Good Day Sports Update. The Lady Lions soccer team will officially open their season tomorrow night when they take on Louisiana Tech at home at 7 p.m. The squad is coming off of a stellar scrimmage last Friday in a 2-0 victory over UL Lafayette and should carry lots of momentum into the start of the season under third-year head coach Chris McBride. The Southeastern women's volleyball team will host their annual Green and Gold scrimmage this Friday in the University Center at 2:30 p.m. The game will be your first opportunity to watch the new-look Lady Lions led by first-year head coach Jeremy White, with the team sporting 11 newcomers to join 7 returners. Admission to all soccer and volleyball events is free. Professional basketball will be coming to the Smoothie King Center a little early this year when the Big 3 basketball playoffs take place this Sunday at 12 p.m. The event will feature 2 games, with the number 1 seed Triplets taking on the 4 seed Three-Headed Monsters, followed by the 2 seed Killers facing the number 3 seed Power. Players competing include former NBA All-Stars Joe Johnson, Rashard Lewis, and Steven Jackson, as well as former LSU standout Glenn Davis. Tickets are available through the Smoothie King Center website. The New Orleans Saints and Drew Brees confirmed yesterday that the star quarterback will play in the team's 3rd preseason game against the New York Jets this Saturday. The game will take place in New York at 6:30 p.m. and could be the only game in which the 40-year-old Drew Brees suits up this preseason, as the 3rd preseason game in the NFL is regularly referred to as the dress rehearsal for starters across the league. The game will be broadcast on CBS. This has been your sports update for Good Day. Back to you.
And we're back. I want to talk a little bit about some Hot August night plans.
Let's do it.
And with us today, we have Rachael Beard, and she serves on the DDD Events Committee.
Hello. Thank you for coming to see us today.
For having me by.
Awesome.
So, you're on the DDD Events Committee.
Yes.
Can you just tell us a little bit about the committee itself?
Oh, yeah, sure. So the Downtown Development District Events Committee is responsible for planning, or the intention is that we'll be responsible for planning events throughout the year. And it's comprised of Southeastern faculty and staff and other really active members of the community who just want to see the events be successful and to continue that growth that we've really been enjoying so far.
Awesome.
Okay.
So Hot August Night is obviously a well-oiled machine by
for
this
sure.
time. So
Yeah.
could you just, I guess, elaborate on what are a couple of the little headlining pieces that we can look forward to this year at Hot August Night?
Hot August Night is going to be another just a really great event. We've got Wayne Toops playing, and I think that's going to be an excellent crowd. We have a really cool VIP area there where you can get special seating, and it includes your pass to the wine and beer walk if you're of age. And,
Keynote.
and they'll have misters there. They're going to have seating right by the stage. It's going to be a really, really cool area. And I think that's the first time we're doing that kind of VIP setup at Hot August Night. Along with that, we'll have the Grub Hub. We're going to have vendors selling crafts and food. And I guess I'm kind of partial to the Listen Local stage where KSLU will be emceeing the event. And that's going to be all original music. Dr. Joe Burns is playing.
Yay.
He has some original songs about Hot August Night. And of course at KSLU we're really big fans of Joe Burns. He hosts Rock School and so we love everything he does. So at the Listen Local stage, like I said, it's going to be all original music, 45-minute sets. I think there's 5 different acts. I was telling them yesterday we're going to have the Chick-fil-A cows out there dancing from 7:45 to 8. So we're looking forward to that.
Well,
Okay,
that
but
answered
did
my
you
question.
see the cows having a dance-off last year? Like,
No.
did you see that
No,
happen?
wait, I missed that.
It was a van of cows that showed up to the main stage, and they just kept getting out of this van.
Like a clown car.
Like
cow
a clown,
car.
like it was
Cow car.
a cow
A
car.
cow car.
And they just got out and had a dance-off with one another. And then they got in the van and
just
left.
They've told me they're going to be line dances. No one mentioned a dance-off yet, and I'm going to be so disappointed.
Right.
If there's
we
not a
need
clown
footage
car
of this
cats,
because
we
I
do.
mean,
Throw
I
it
missed
to the
it.
video.
I
Yeah,
have
I wish.
some.
Yeah.
I have some footage somewhere. I'll have to look it up.
I need to see that.
But in addition to that, I'm gonna piggyback and kind of plug myself in there.
Yes.
With our event.
The big thing. Lionpalooza.
That's
Yeah.
it. Lionpalooza.
For sure.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Southeastern event.
How I missed that.
So that's our annual event that we have, and I'm the director of marketing for athletics. So it's our annual event that we have, and it's in correlation with Hot August Night, Lionpalooza, and it happens at the main stage for Hot August Night before Wayne Toops comes on. We have basically just a community pep rally. So our coaches speak, our players are out there signing. schedule posters. We have, like the prize wheel going, roomies out there. And something that we've added this year is a march, is what we're going to call it. So we are marching. And if you've ever seen Storm 30 that happens before game day here on campus, it's the Southeastern fire truck, it's our spirit teams, the marching band, color guard, and all of the good stuff, and it just rolls in. So what we're going to do is we're going to march. So we're going to march basically from around the Columbia Theater into that main stage area, which is super exciting, I think.
So you're calling it a march because there are no floats, technically.
There's no floats, and we would have had to shut down some streets for a parade. So we're not
for paperwork purposes.
It's not a parade.
It's not a parade. Not
it's
at all.
It's a march. Yeah, we're just
Are
gonna.
all the athletics involved? Is it just football and basketball? Is it everybody?
So we involve exclusively what we refer to as our fall sports, which is football, volleyball, and soccer.
Nice.
There is a soccer match that night in the stadium here, so they won't be present, but in the past they are normally there.
Right.
So football and volleyball will be there along with all of the teams I just mentioned, like our spirit teams and the marching band and Rumi, of course.
Sounds like so much fun.
I can't wait to
Looking
the band.
forward to it.
The kids are gonna go wild for the band.
It's always
I know,
cute.
I
They're
know.
gonna love it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I think so. This is the 24th year of Hot August Night, and I think this is gonna be an amazing addition that I hope we have every year.
I think it's going to be super successful. I'm just already claiming it. It's going to be great. So we're going to close out the show, guys, with Dr. Burns' Hot August Night song. But he'll be on the local stage at Hot August Night, and we're looking forward to it. And we hope that you guys have had a great time with us because we've had a fabulous time with you.
Fabulous.
And have a great day and line up.
Line up.
I know.
Okay, I wanted to let you know that on the 23rd of August, it's Hot August Nights in downtown Hammond, and I have been lucky enough this year to have been invited to play the local stage. I get 45 minutes. I'll start at 7 o'clock. Once again, 23rd of August and Hot August Nights. It's a setup by the Downtown Development District, and they've asked that we only play original music. So if I'm going to play original music, I thought I would actually write a song called Hot August Nights. So I've only played this about 3 times the whole way through. So if I make a little mistake, my apologies. Plus my lyrics are down here. I'm going to post the lyrics as well. See if you can pick out all the references to Hammond, Louisiana. And it goes like this. Well, there's a whole lot of wonderful water in the air, a whole lot of women concerned with their hair. It's a little bit warm, but it feels alright. Take a walk with me on a hot August night. Well, we'll meet around 8 on the corner of Cape. We'll see your mom and a Mariner, that would be great. You get a little hungry, you have no fear. I know a funky little joint that serves tacos and beer. And Eddie are freshened up. I got a love right here in a plastic cup. Well, there's a whole lot of wonderful water in the air, a whole lot of women concerned with their hair. It's a little bit warm, but it feels alright. Take a walk with me on a hot August night. Well, it's red and white, and it's probably brewed. Old Brady's coming with us, have you heard the news? We'll take a road to meet Tommy and his giraffe. I got a Bayou book that needs an autograph. Football's coming, so lying up. I got a love right here in a plastic cup. There's a whole lot of wonderful water in the air, a whole lot of women concerned with their hair. It's a little bit warm, but it feels alright. Take a walk with me on a hot August night. Take a sweet roll off the west into church. There's a yellow bird sitting on a yellow perch. Call PJ and tell him we're gonna be late. The city of New Orleans made us stop and wait. I got a seat in my pickup truck. I got a love right here in a plastic cup. There's a whole lot of wonderful water in the air, a whole lot of women concerned with their hair. It's a little bit warm, but it feels alright. Take a walk with me